My lighting looks so weird today. I just got done filming a Get Ready With Me, which I'm uploading now. Sorry if that's like distracting. My lighting keeps getting like super bright, then it'll be warm again. It's weird, so I'm sorry if it kind of keeps doing that throughout the video. I honestly don't even know what I'm doing right now. I tried to film a nail tutorial and it bombed. I'm just not having a good day. So I wanted to get something filmed for you guys because I have a full face of makeup on from filming the Get Ready With Me. Lighting though is like freaking me out. I don't know. I haven't moved anything. Like my umbrella lights are still in the exact same spot that they always are. Is it like, maybe it's my black shirt that's throwing it off? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to talk with you guys today about some of my newer Holy Grail products. I did a Holy Grail product video probably about a year ago, and I don't want to have like too many repeat products, which I mean if they're Holy Grail they kind of tend to stick around, but I do have some new ones to talk about. Now all of these products you guys would have heard me talk about or see me use because they are like my most coveted product. I posted something on Instagram about my bottom drawer, and what that means, like I have this, it's not a Muji drawer, but it's like one. It's just an acrylic thing, and it has these big, like, you guys know, everybody uses them, like all of the beauty girls. And the bottom drawer is where I keep all of my most favorite, like most used products. And some of you said it would be fun to do a video on the bottom drawer. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. I just want to talk with you guys about newer products that have become Holy Grail. This is a very long intro. So the first thing that we need to talk about is this MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extend Eye Base. This I just started using maybe like 2 weeks ago, and it has quickly become bottom drawer status. Now this I had ordered because, oh gosh, I'm dropping stuff. This I had ordered because I had seen someone use it in a video, and she had commented about it saying that it was better than the NARS Pro Prime, which is what I normally use, and it's also what she normally used, and she said this was the only thing that she's ever found better. So I was like, you know what, I have to try that. So I ordered it, and when I first got it, I was like, this is so weird because it has this huge opening and the product is so thick. It's just like a straight up silicone. When I first felt it, I was like, this is not gonna work, but I love it so much. I have the most oily, greasy eyelids ever. I mean, my eyeshadow will crease within a half an hour if I don't use like double eye primer. So this on its own has been holding my eyeshadow for like 8 to 10 hours. So this, if you guys were considering it, it works. It's a winner. You need the tiniest amount so it'll last forever. I love it. I love it so much. So the next thing I have is from Benefit, and Benefit for me, a lot of times when I try Benefit products, they don't work out for me. I mean, I love their powders, I love their blushes, but for the majority, I feel like Benefit does packaging really well. But I don't know, just for me, they're not a brand that I find myself going back to a lot. I don't know. I tried that liquid liner. What was that even called? I think I still have it somewhere. It was a disaster. I could not figure it out. So I feel like their packaging is super cute and it sucks you in, but a lot of times their products just don't work for me. So when I got this, I kind of felt the same way. I was like, it's so cute. I mean, it's adorable. This is the Puff Off, by the way. But I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I really do. It has this like little iron, and the product itself is like a pink. It's tinted pink, so when you put it on, it's very brightening. And this has the consistency of a gel, and it just feels good. It's cooling, it moisturizes well, and it brightens. So I have been using this like every day and loving it. So I'm sorry, Benefit. I kind of doubted Benefit. That's still not to say that, you know, a lot of their stuff doesn't work for me, but this did. Wow, that was a really long explanation of nothing. Did I even just say anything at all? Okay, so I do have two foundations that I want to show you guys. The first one is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. Is that? I feel like my computer is very distracting back there. I did a first impression on this. I have this on right now. I am head over heels for this foundation. It is the best drugstore foundation I think I've ever used. It's just, oh my god, it's so gorgeous. Ow, that freaking hurt. This will last for hours and hours and hours. It is matte, but I don't feel like it's flat. What foundation did I just use? Oh, the NARS one. The new NARS Luminous, Weightless. This I thought was going to be luminous. This makes me super flat, like super, super matte. This makes me matte, but it doesn't give my skin that like dull, just flat appearance. If you're combo to oily, this, you will love it. Coverage is insane. Like one layer, you don't need two. It holds my oil. It just looks gorgeous for hours, and it doesn't give me that super heavy makeup look. This is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, better than a lot of my high-end foundations. Love it. And it's even better with, thank God, I almost forgot this, the powder, the L'Oreal Infallible powder. I have the shade 300 in the powder and 105 in the foundation. This powder looks beautiful on top of the foundation. I haven't really tried this on top of other foundations, which sounds so stupid, but I just find myself wearing this almost every single day. This says 24-hour wear, and this says, the powder says 16. I honestly do believe these two things together would take you all day, all night, into the next morning. Right here. Crazy. And then another foundation is the Napoleon PERDIS Stroke of Genius Liquid Cashmere Foundation. I don't want to talk about this too much because I do have a Napoleon PERDIS video coming. I did a video on this foundation. It was like a first impression between this. What other product did I use in that video? I can't remember. Oh, the Rimmel Provocalips. I just totally pulled the lid off. Did you guys see that? I have look 3, shade number 3. This foundation is beautiful. It's very like luminous and dewy looking, but it's not over the top. It's just beautiful. It's so pretty. The coverage is amazing. I will link all of these videos that I'm mentioning down below, but I have been loving this. Let's talk about MAC Prep and Prime. I feel like a lot of people are curious about this product, and I was curious about it for a very, very long time before actually trying it. I have the shade Light Boost. There's Radiant Rose and Light Boost. Light Boost is yellow, Radiant Rose is more pink. This is extremely yellow, but when I put this on in combination with my concealer, which we might as well talk about my LA Girl, this is the greatest concealer in the history of the world ever. Better than my MAC Pro Longwear, which I never thought would happen. So these two together just look really, really good. This is more, it's not orange. Like in the tube it looks orange, and even when I put it on, it can kind of have an orange tone to it. But once I start to blend it out, especially when I use it with this, it just gives you the perfect shade, I mean, for my skin tone. And the Prep and Prime is very, very thin. It's very soft and silky, so I feel like it kind of balances out the full coverage-ness of the concealer. So these two together, holy grail forever. I just spit. Oh, we might as well talk very, very quickly about the ColourPop blush. Now, I just got these, like, not even a week ago. I'm obsessed. Sorry, I get a little excited. This is Prenup. This is my favorite one. If there was ever any blush that's not just a powder that would be holy grail for me, it would be this. I never ever thought in a million years that I would be talking about a blush that's not a straight up powder as a holy grail product for me, because I do not really get down with cream blushes. They're a pain. You have to get your fingers dirty and dip and blend, and it's just like, why wouldn't you do a powder where it's so much easier? These, I like that I can apply them with a stippling brush. This is the Real Techniques one. I like it with this one. I also like it with the Sedona Lace one, but you know. This is amazingly perfect. Gorgeous. The shade is perfect for me. I love these blushes, you guys. I know that they're new. They just came out. And I also know that a lot of people, when they hear cream blush, they run. They're like, nope, not for me. I'm telling you guys, you need these. They are the most gorgeous blushes. I never ever thought that I would be so in love with a blush that wasn't just a powder. But these, there's something about them. They're just perfect. Ugh, love them so much. I have to mention the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This has quickly become an everyday cannot live without product for me. Not only do I use it to prime, and only, like, I don't use any other primer with this. And it's so weird because it's just a water and you would think, okay, well, I need a primer. Like, I need primer, especially on my forehead, because the older I get, these lines are just getting deeper and deeper. But I go in with this before anything else. I moisturize, then I go in with this, and I don't use any other primer, and this is enough. I don't know how it does it. It's just a spray, but somehow it puts this layer on your face of like primed whatever, primed water that dries to this like perfect prime. Am I even making sense? It's so weird. I still can't figure it out. Like, you just spray it on and it gives you the perfect base. It's weird. But I've also been using it to set my makeup, and I will also do my foundation and then put this either on a beauty blender and just like go around my face, or I'll just spray it on right after foundation, and it kind of locks everything in. So not only is it an amazing, life-changing primer, but it also sets your makeup just as well. So, oh my God, me and this primer water will never part. I love it, and it smells like roses, and I just got a little excited, but I can't help it. And I keep reading it, and I keep trying to figure out, how is it working so well? It's just a spray. How is it giving me that prime? But it does. I don't know how. It's freaking magic. It might be a witch like Marlena. I don't know, but it works. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to talk about these. These Smashbox contour sticks. Now, I had seen a few people use these in videos, and I was like, you know what? I don't normally go for a cream contour, but all that changed when these came into my life. So you get 3 sticks. You get a highlight, which is like the most beautiful highlight. Of course, it's not going to show up. It shows up a lot better on your face. Like, I do like one swipe and it's intense. Then you get a bronze one, which is more of a like a more, not, I don't want to say orange because orange is scary, but when you see the contour shade, you'll see what I mean. So the contour shade is definitely more of a like a deeper grayish tone. These are the perfect shades. They're so simple to use, and all you need is these and a beauty blender and you're set. And if you guys want me to do a video on how I do cream contouring, I will do that for you. Some videos that I've watched, they go so heavy with the cream products. I'm like, I don't care how good you're blending that out. You are cake face. There's no way. So I tend to do a very light cream contour. I don't go hardcore. Like, I don't cover my entire face with cream products. I don't know. It's hard to explain. If you guys want a video, let me know. But if you are into cream contouring, you need to try these Smashbox sticks. They are the business. Like, they work. They're easy to blend. Just, I love them. I've been using them. I usually don't do cream contour, but I'm doing it now, girlfriend. Another product I almost forgot to mention to you guys, Max Emphasize Pro Powder. I recently picked this up, I would say maybe like a month ago, and I've been using it pretty much every day to set my under eye concealer. It is a beautiful highlighting powder. I guess you could also highlight with it. I only use it under my eyes. It's a very light powder, but it's super, super brightening. I love really, really bright powders under my eyes. This may be the brightest one that I own, but it's not heavy. I've seen people use this powder for years, and I was always like, it's not gonna be that good. You guys know how I get sometimes. I'm like bratty, and when I see people talk about things so much, at first I'm like, you know what, I'm not even gonna try it because I just don't want to give into the hype. But then eventually I give in, and 9 times out of 10 they were right. So yeah, they were right about this guy. It's bomb. Bomb diggles. Oh, let's talk about lash glue. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk. Do you guys remember that song? This is the House of Lashes lash glue. This lash glue, I don't use it very often because I hate false lashes. They drive me crazy. They poke me. They're heavy. I don't like them. But if I do wear lashes, this lash glue is by far the greatest one I've ever used. This will keep your lashes on through like 100-mile-an-hour winds. This is, once it sets, it is there. Like, it is down. Nothing is getting those lashes off unless you go in and yank them off hardcore. I like that it has a brush, so you can just brush it on. It's very easy to use. Amazing. I heard so many people talk about this, and I'm like, even though I don't use lashes that often, I'm gonna get it and see what all the hype is about. The hype is real. I mean, it is so real. This stuff is bomb. Bomb.com. Smack your mama, call your grandma, and then hang up on her because you're pissed. Wait, why are you pissed? You love the lash glue. I don't even know what I'm saying. Let's talk about NYX taupe. Now, I hauled this for you guys in one of my NYX videos. This is one of the most gorgeous, perfect contour powders ever. And it's so surprising because it's drugstore, and drugstore contour powders always tend to be orange toned or just not the right shade for me. This is very, very gray toned. It has, can you see how it's that like very cool brown? Perfect for contouring. Now, I don't know where they get blush. I don't know who would use this as a blush, but as a contour powder, this is the perfect shade. And it's drugstore. It's super inexpensive. Consistency's gorgeous. It blends out really well. This is amazingness. Amazingness in a pan. And I depotted mine, of course, because I'm a depotting freak. That's another thing I wanted to ask you guys. If you want a video on depotting, like how I do it, I feel like I do it super ghetto. I don't do like anything fancy, but what I do is easy and it works. So I can always find more stuff to depot. So let me know down below if you guys want a video on it. And while we are on the topic of contouring, I have to mention Kat Von D Shade Light palette. This palette has literally changed my life. This is the most amazing, perfectly gorgeous, soft, amazing, what other words can I use? Stunning. I'm out of words. Anyway, I love this palette, you guys. This is better than the Anastasia contour palette. This is by far the best contour kit, contour palette I've ever used. The shades are just perfect. No matter what skin tone you have, one of these 3 shades will match you for contouring, and then they have like corresponding shades for highlighting. I always stick with the middle one, or I'll kind of dip into this guy over here. Kat Von D has once again killed it. This palette will never leave my hands. Oh my god, I love it so much. Oh, 2 products from Girlactic that I want to mention. You guys have seen me use Cabo. This is the matte bronzer in Cabo. I don't know why I've really been into contouring and like matte bronzers. This is probably my favorite one of all time. I have been using this one for months, and before I got the Kat Von D Shade Light palette, I was using this every single day. This replaced NARS Laguna for me, and you guys know how much I love NARS Laguna. Like, I use that to contour and to warm up my face, which I know some people say that you can't do that. I did it for years, and I don't think that I looked like an insane person. I mean, I am an insane person, but I looked kind of normal. You can warm up your face with it. You can contour with it. The consistency is just so soft. They blend out so beautiful. I love the packaging. I love Girlactic. It's one of my favorite brands. I was lucky enough to get to meet Galit at IMATS. She's so sweet, so nice. And another product I have from Girlactic is the Face Glow in Natural. Now this I love to use on my inner corner and on my brow bone. I use this pretty much on my entire face. I've set my under eyes with it. I've used it as an all over like luminizing powder. This powder is absolutely gorgeous. This reminds me a lot of my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette, but I tend to use this one more, and I'm not really sure why. I just feel like if it's Girlactic, it's good. And that makes no sense because Hourglass is an amazing brand. But Girlactic to me is one of the greatest brands I've ever tried. I mean, NARS is my favorite high-end brand, but Girlactic is a damn close second. Everything that I have from this brand, and I don't have that much. I probably only have like 5 things, but everything that I have is amazing quality, and I just find myself grabbing for it all the time. So if you guys have not tried Girlactic, you need to. Some Rite Aids carry it. You can also order at girlactic.com, and I don't have coupon codes or anything like that. I just happen to love the brand. So let me mention Steal a Kitten real quick. I know I talk about Steal a Kitten a lot, and I never just call it kitten. I always say Steal a Kitten. I noticed that the one day during editing. Nobody cares. Okay. This eyeshadow is my favorite eyeshadow of all time. To this day, there is nothing that will ever beat this. In the Spotlight from Makeup Geek comes close, but this is the softest eyeshadow, and it is so, look how bright. Oh my gosh, you guys, that is so gorgeous. I'm amazed by its beauty every time I touch it or use it, even though I've owned it forever. If you do not own Kitten from Stila, see, I didn't do it that time, you need this. Just take my word for it. Spend the money. I know it's a higher end brand, but you will never run out of this. I use this eyeshadow a ton. I've highlighted with it. I use it on my eyes, inner corner, brow bone. You will never run out. Like, I have barely even made a dent, and I've been at this thing for probably 2 years. It's so pigmented. So Steal a Kitten, gotta mention it. I get very excited talking about it. It's just so freaking gorgeous. Oh my god. So I feel like I've covered pretty much. I feel like we're gonna be here for a good long while, so I should probably cut it off right here. You guys know I could just sit here and do this forever. I have so many products that I love that I feel like I never get to talk with you guys about. There's just so many videos that I want to film and that kind of get brushed aside because other things come up. I just need to sit down one day and film like an hour-long video of just talking about whatever. Would you guys like that, or would that be super boring? I think it would be fun. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't have anything exciting to say, but I love you guys so much. Thank you as always for being here. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys very soon with nails. So get excited. Mwah. Bye.
They are just the most... Whoa, wait, no! I can't help it. Yes, yes. No. So I do prefer... What are you even saying? This hooker has been on my lips for a good 6 hours, and I've only touched up once. So you know what? And my lips still aren't dry. So it feels very... Does anybody care? I'm going to do a video on them. We don't need to talk about it now. Sorry, that was a preempted... Preempted? What does that even mean? Preempted. That's not what I meant. I don't even know what it means. Preempted. Preempt this. Super soft. Oh my god, where's my ring? What? Oh my god, this is terrible. This is terrible. Where could my ring be? Oh my god, what am I gonna do? So, I just took a quick nap. I'm back now. Hey, you guys haven't seen Charles in a while. Somebody was asking about him. They thought he left me for another camel, but he didn't. He knows his mother. Isn't he so cute? Like, look at this little thing. Isn't that just so cute? I just want to you just want to rip it off because he's so cute. This is why I can't be around babies. Because I honestly want to you just want to take those fat thighs and you just want to slice a piece off and eat it like a piece of taffy. This sounds like I'm a serial killer. I swear I'm not. I just enjoy a baby thigh. I'm usually not a contour creamer. Contour creamer. Oh, that's funny. That's not funny. Okay, I'm sorry. Sometimes some of the stuff that I say, I can't think of why I would say that. Why would you say that? You know it's not right. It just pops out and I'm just going to go with it. I'm usually not a contour creamer, but these have turned me into a contour creamer. I'm a creamer, okay? Cream this, bitch. I'm thinking have I been screaming like that the entire video? I really think I have. I've been screaming. Sorry. Anyway, what was I saying? Let's talk. Let's get physical. I wanna get physical. Let's get into physical. Let me hear your body turn. Oh my god, that was my jam. I used to roller skate my ass off to Olivia Newton-John. I was gonna mention this NYX Cayman frame, but the more I use it, the more I don't love it. You're such a bitch. It's very, very similar to the Anastasia Dip Brow, but I think this is definitely better than Dip Brow. Dip Brow turns me into drag brow. Not Dip Brow, drag brow is what it should be called. Cayman frame is a little bit more manageable, where you don't end up doing like the largest Nike swoosh in the history of the world. But yeah, it's not going to be bottom drawer status for much longer. Like as of right now, it's moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment in the sky high. I hate you. Officially, I hate you. Who else did I used to roller skate to? I used to think I was the hottest thing on 4 wheels. I mean, I was it. I used to do like the crossover when you would get to like the side where you had to kind of turn. I wouldn't just turn. I would like cross the skates. I used to think I was hot shit. I mean, the hottest shit. And then I would back skate. The one time I was back skating with a boy and I fell. Roller skating used to be fun. Why don't I roller skate anymore? I could be like roller derby. I would knock a bitch out. Anyway, how did I even get on this topic? Do you guys... Oh god, I'm gonna start turning the camera off as soon as I'm done filming the actual video, because this is when all this shit goes down. Shit. If you hear me say bad words, children that are watching, because you like this funny voice, do not say bad words. Don't do it, because the chipmunk will come after you. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna reapply my lips and pretend that just didn't happen.